Good evening. Is the frequency in use? I don't think it is, but I'm asking anyway. All righty, it isn't. They're not be broken anytime for an emergency. So if you have one, uh, call 911 and then call us if you want to or if you can. By the way, my name is Paul, K4P, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any? We already did that. We just did the announcements. On the YouTube right now. But to my call, K4PEW, and you'll come up with, no, it says stable, I got my unstable connection here. We'll see what's going on with the YouTube feed. But you can go to the YouTube feed, put in K4PEW in the search block, and our premiere, as they call it, will show up. Yeah, it looks like it's normal now, I guess. I don't know. For information on the other than that, you can go to our I feel like I don't know what I'm doing today. 146.415.net. 146.415.net. That's the website for some nice Simplex information, or you can what is the other thing? You can go to, which is where you can go get see our net schedule as well as see an email list. Get on the email list if you so choose. That's groups.io, groups.in the Oscar. There's about 177 or 178 people on it. Or you can email me at k4pew@arrl.net. The net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We conduct the net, as always, on 146.415 FM Simplex. Lots of people on here, lots of times throughout the week. The purpose of it is to have fun. Figure out what you can hear, what you can't hear, what you can do better, what you don't want to do worse. Figure out how much money. Most of us has been there and done that. We make improvements as we're able, putting our family first with your money. This is a hobby, it comes later. That also doesn't mean you should take out a loan or put it on credit. We use the net for make announcements about amateur radio and related activities. Does anyone have any announcements after mine? The beginning of the Santa net that's going to be at 7 o'clock on December 24th. That's Santa net. It'll be simulcast both on the YouTube channel that you're looking at now. It'll also be cast on the broadcast, so to speak. Technically, it's kind of a broadcast. I guess nobody's going to complain. But the 5 as well as on 446.415. Of course, you can call in. You can enter on the radio, so it doesn't make it a broadcast. So please do so if you got kids or grandkids or great-grandkids or newborn kids. You can call in for them. Okay. Any other announcements? Well, 20th year. So it's a big anniversary year, and I'm sure you'd appreciate the traffic on the web. Who else? Does anybody else have any announcements?
M4YRF.
Are you going to complain about the Sunday night now? All right, let me do it for you. Forgot to mention that. There's a 10-meter net tonight on 20 sideband, and there's also one on Sunday nights at 7:30. So you get a chance to miss the 10-meter net twice a week, just like you do with our Simplex. So that's at 28415 upper sideband, ably handled by Michael KM4YRF. He's in Madison. If you want to point your 10-meter Yagis toward him. Any other announcements? All righty. Of course, there's other nets out there, so we advertise and remind people of. And there's a couple of nets tomorrow night, not necessarily ours. There's the Bowling Green. There's a Wilson County Amateur Radio Club net, and there's a couple more. I forget which ones they are, but we got them all over the place, all through the week, and you can get on the announcement system to be reminded or bothered by them. But you don't have to sign up for the email list. You can figure it out for yourself.
Come in.
Hey, go ahead, Richard.
Can I plug our nets on Tuesday?
Yeah, well, you can. I mean, we do send out a reminder to everybody on the list.
I know. Trina hadn't said anything about it before. But this past Tuesday, I had 6 check-ins. I about had a stroke. That's the most I've had since I started.
Oh, that's a monster.
It is. That's a milestone for me.
Well, for some reason, repeater nets don't seem to gather much attention for that kind of stuff.
Plus the fact that repeater I'm doing that net on is probably the least known about it. I'm going. I don't think there are very many people know that repeater exists.
Well, is it? Let me ask you this. Maybe you ought to be hyped up more at the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club, because aren't they really instrumental in?
Well, a lot of the membership overlaps in both organizations, but no, it alone supposed to be for W4EAO kind of a thing. But anybody who can check in, and we encourage that, but I don't know that we figured out exactly how to promote it, to be honest with you. I do appreciate the reminder you put out on their email thing too.
Well, that goes on. Well, I got to make the same argument for us. It goes out to 170 people, and there's others who aren't on the list who check in, and we only get 35. So you figure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1/6 of the people who get the email. Now, for whatever reason, I know I'm pretty busy on Tuesday nights as well, but getting 6, maybe it's going to pick up as time goes on, because you haven't been doing it that long.
That's true. We started the net probably less than a year ago, so it's probably doing about it.
I mean, we've been doing this for going on 8 years, and we get 30, 35 every night. I mean, we average.
Yeah, I'd like to see us average about 50, but that may come. I don't know.
Well, again, the issue is that and they gauge how well their systems are working. They don't necessarily check in. I really don't know how many people are listening.
Cornfield, but carry on. I'm getting in the way. Thank you. Talk to you in a bit. KI4SIB.
Yeah, on Tuesdays, check W4EAO net. For those of you who couldn't hear Richard, carping about, he had 6 check-ins, which was a big number. Particular net at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. Now, your net starts at 7, doesn't it, Richard?
Yes, it does.
Your system, and if you need it, let's see, if you're not on them or not reminder, I'm not sure you're going to see it. If you need information on that, call me or call Richard on email or whatever. You can email me. I've got all the information. So there's actually 3 nets on Tuesday night that are related to the emergency operations center, and 3 different repeaters. So, and besides, all us Simplextons technically are on the back end of that, because their alternate frequency in case of a loss of power repeaters is 146.415. So it would be nice if you just check into those nets. It's a little tough sometimes. I know it is for me. Anyway, he'd appreciate the activity. Getting 6 was a big deal, and I've seen nets that covered half the only got 6 or 8. So don't feel too bad, Richard. Anyway, any other announcements? All righty. Where was it? Oh yeah, we're doing net number 753 West, and we will be taking check-ins first from. Let's see, we're taking check-ins first. So let's do that right off the bat. People short on time, please come now. I think we had a triple in there, but I heard John. You doing all right?
Yes, I am. Doing pretty good. Enjoying
Yeah, it's kind of mild weather we don't deserve.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, very good. No, it has been very nice outside. All right, and Juliet short on time. Who was next?
And 4 LLC. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Kent, Smyrna.
and I heard LLC in there. That's Whiskey 4 Lima Lima Charlie. How you doing, Logan?
Doing good. Just over here on the short of time tonight. Been pretty busy with school, but you know we're gonna knock the next two ballpark, and we'll be on the road for Christmas, and you know be ready for the holiday.
This week off, do they? They don't call it that, do they?
They call it Christmas break, winter break. You know.
I know. It was about 20 years ago. When I was in Florida, I did business with the school board. And they started going, and there were a couple of people who were, I'd say, a little upset. It's not a big deal, really, but that's why they're calling it the winter break and the spring break. It's only been called the Christmas break from the beginning of school systems, like 150 years ago. You know.
Yeah, I gotcha. No, I guess because if it was Christmas break, it may be like a Thanksgiving break where it's a few days. It's a whole week off for Thanksgiving this year. It was a little peculiar, but
Well, that's great though. I remember how much I used to, and then the week off during Easter we used to get.
Yeah, I got you. We're usually used to 3 days for the Thanksgiving, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah. That's Logan, the Whiskey 4 Lima Lima Charlie. He's in Lebanon. Oh, I heard Ken in there. You short on time, are you?
Yes, sir, please.
Here.
Whiskey Victor Philadelphia, 10 Smyrna.
Doing any good today?
No, I'm feeling a little bit on time and early. Want to go to bed early. See if I can get a good night's sleep.
Got the creeping crud, do you?
Sorry, I do. Sorry about that.
All right. Well, very good. I hope you feel better, and I hope your wife's doing all right.
It's like I have it and then she has it, and then I have it and then she has it.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're probably her handicap.
I'm sure. I'll have a talk to you on the next one, or sooner. WB4D, please.
Yeah. Very good. That's Ken in short on time.
W4 November Yankee Bill Murfreesboro.
Hey, hold on, Bill. At Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray in there. In what's his name? Eddie. How you doing, Eddie?
Doing great. Good day today. Nice and pretty outside. Look at Christmas lights tonight. So we're thinking to watch a movie on Prime Video. Well, thanks for doing. Everybody's doing okay. W4D.
Yeah, very good, Eddie. That's Eddie. He's in Gladeville. Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray. He's got elevation and real good of elevation and the tower. So he gets out really well. I think I heard Bill in there.
I'm doing okay, and I sure hope everybody else is too. And I do appreciate you doing that.
I appreciate you checking in. Everything going well?
Oh yeah, it's doing. That's satisfactory anyway.
Yeah. Bill in Murfreesboro with a good attitude. Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee. Who's up next? Short on time.
Kilo Juliet Foxtrot. Oscar 4 Kilo Juliet X-ray. Jamie at that page.
Hey Jamie, hold on 1 second. Richard, your signal's coming in big time.
I could hear Richard on my 700, but not on the beam.
Oh, I can hear you excellent tonight. Are you sure you're at home?
Yes, I'm sure.
There's no really than I think you're as strong to me as Richard was.
Hear Richard at all, but he was coming in. I could understand what he's saying.
Unusual, even in person.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point.
Well, very good. You doing all right with the family?
Well, and I hope you are as well.
Oh yeah, doing great. Just holed up here in the shack as always. Just enjoying.
Oh, me too, man. It was wonderful today.
Yeah, it doesn't get much nicer than this for the middle of December. Anyway, that's Rick. He's in Ashland City, Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. And Jamie, give me your call again. I got it's Kilo India X-ray, is it not the suffix?
It's close. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Juliet X-ray.
Oh, that's because I couldn't read my own writing. I did have a J in there. Very good. Sorry about that. You doing okay?
Yeah, doing well. And I say KO4KJX, at least for the time being. I have a plan for a vanity call trying to learn CW, and KO4KJX is a whole lot of tapping out on that. I may have another call before too long.
When you're doing 50 words a minute, nobody will know the difference.
Yeah, 50 words a minute.
Did you ever listen to that 50 words a minute? It sounds like a buzzsaw to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a computer talking to me. That's definitely possible, but I suppose it is.
I know a guy who can copy even higher than that, at like 7.
I mean, I get because you're learning the way it sounds. You're not obviously not translating dits and dots, but you're just it's just like hearing any other letter that you hear. You just translate it into a word. I'm nowhere near that.
Well, what I don't understand, and I can send a little bit. I can understand a little bit. I can't understand how somebody it's 50.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, I had to check in short time because my wife is on her way home for dinner tonight, so I was gonna make her a salad before she got home.
All righty. Yep, I've been through that drill a number of times. All right, James, for Kilo Juliet X-ray in it's Bethpage, right?
That is correct.
I actually got it right for once.
To tell you, last time I did check in on that 10 meter net a few days ago, do you remember that?
I think so, yeah.
I actually made a mistake. I thought I was using my 10 meter in bed halfway, but it was the 20 meter one, but somehow it still got out.
You can do that on a 20 because it's just a double length of a 10 meter.
Yeah, it just, and on it was just not as pretty as the one that I had cut specifically for that, for that little iron. But anyway, I'm going to try again later. That was from Westmoreland that I was calling last time too.
Oh, okay, very good. All right, that's Jamie and Bethpage. Juliet X-ray. Who else? Anybody else short on time? Oh, we'll move right on. He's coming now.
KM4YRF, Mike in Belshire.
You're not going to carp anymore about the 10 meter net, right?
Oh no, we got that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's like not like we don't have enough nets,
Yeah, what's one more?
Well, I'm anxious to see how it moves forward. I'm going to try to do a little better promotion for both our nets and for the digital net, which is technically our nets, I guess.
Yeah, and get that thing hopping good.
Well, I'm guessing there's at least a couple of hundred, maybe for at least in 3 categories. There's a couple of hundred people on D-Star, there's a couple of hundred people at least on D-Star, and there's a couple of hundred that have Yaesu Fusion. And I'm presuming that some of them have never worked Simplex on those modes. And list so that everybody in Middle Tennessee can be aggravated the same way we are.
I hear that. Well,
All righty, that was Michael in Belshire. And Emily's doing okay?
Emily's doing good.
Well, give her our words and tell her there's a whole bunch of people both thinking, praying for her, and wishing things would get better.
That really means a lot.
And again, Michael, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee, Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire. Who else is where I was?
4 Golf Sierra Alpha, Mike in Clarksville.
My conditions must be awesome. You sound like you're across the street from me.
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm going to say something like that. So, yeah, something's good in there.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, it really sounds like you got a handheld outside my window here.
Walmart, or we got over there at Walmart or Kroger or somewhere. Right? She live off on Juliet Road somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, no, I can. In this, I can actually see I can see past, there's a car dealership on the other side of the trees, and when the trees get the leaves go away, I can see the car. Hey, go ahead, Richard.
Where is he located?
Clarksville.
I can hear him like he's outside my window. What are you doing up there? But you're doing something right. Continue. Carry on. K-I-4-S-I-B.
Yeah, you're doing well. I think a bunch of people here, Michael.
Good.
How's the weather up there? As good as it is here?
Yeah, it's been nice here. Once the storm got had a little procedure done on my arm to loosen some nerves, got compressed in my elbow, so I've been trapped in the house.
Wow. Yes, you're just bumping up against S9 here just now. When you just it varies a little bit. You didn't have any issues with the storm?
No, it's kind of that big train that moved through north of here. I would say it was north, probably another 20, 30 miles. We had a little pickup as it came through, but Clarksville that I know, besides a little straight line wind and gutter or two that fell off.
Yeah, no, I'm with. No, we had, there was some people here in the north side of Mount Juliet that had damage on their homes. Some pretty serious.
Yeah, I saw that on the news on Mount Juliet, and I thought that was a little weird. It looked like everybody to the south sort of was kind of out of it, but then they were showing on the news today that tornadoes and stuff that. 14 or 15 or something that kind of went, right through the Nashville area. Crazy.
Yeah, well, everybody talks about the weather, but nobody does anything about it. Very good. You're fading in and out, but you went from an S8 or so, but down to 0 while you were talking last time.
Yeah, a little bit. Got a little bit of hash now picking up. The course out here in the island.
Yeah, you were right there. You were at S8, very clear, very, very good audio. All right, very good. Clarksville is northeast of Clarksville. It's Kilo 4 Golf Sierra Alpha. Great signal. We've got good conditions tonight. Who else is west?
4G.
Now, you sound good, but I expect you sound good on your HT today.
I didn't get on it, but I was thinking about it. Yeah, I should be on it.
No, it's. I don't know how enhanced it would be for the HT, but you're right. No, at the house, I was surprised. You're firing up the area?
No, I said I was surprised too that longer antenna didn't make a difference, but
But everything going okay for you?
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, just business as usual.
And that's the problem. It's business as usual. Well, I kind of like no excitement, quite honestly.
Yeah, I kind of like for eventful and boring. But you saw about the weather. Maybe we should be a little nervous about it because you saw what happened.
Oh yeah. By the way, I saw something on the news today that it was an attached video, but that gasoline tank that fell over, a tanker truck fell over, some kind of I don't know how big it was because I didn't see it on the down in Haiti. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, and everyone's trying to scoop it up, carry it home.
Yeah, they tried to scoop up fortunately the fuel caught on fire, and 75 of them or so got killed.
Yeah, it happens. People there, I mean, that's dire poverty. I mean, it's, I don't know if you can get any worse than that. I mean, it's, there, they live in what they consider to be poverty. It's nothing like what that is, especially when you go to actually see poverty. We don't, it's totally different.
Oh yeah, no, that's the world. Well, for the whole, not everybody's in poverty there, but a lot of people are. I would say 90% of them, and that's the worst poverty in all of the Western Hemisphere, all of America, Central America, and North America.
That's true. I worked with a couple of Haitians there at the bus company. They were good people and everything. That big earthquake they had there a few years ago, they did a a lot of relatives in that.
Oh yeah, no, it's just you feel like there's it's like the disasters concentrate on Haiti for some reason. But anyway, all right, well, good to have you in there, Jeff. That's Whiskey Yankee Ford Golf. Yeah, there's good people from everywhere. I mean, I've worked with some Haitians as well. They're fine, just like regular people. Whiskey Yankee Ford Golf. That's Jeff in Madison.
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack, you sound wonderful tonight.
I'm doing fine. How
are you? I don't know if I could be better, but yeah, if I had 3 times the money and I was 35 years younger.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I don't have any traffic tonight. Just appreciate you doing the net.
That's Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, Jack's in Donaldson. Who else is west? South, please come now.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Everything well?
Yeah, man, everything's doing good down here.
Yeah, it's nice weather. You doing it?
No, I've been having to do a lot of other stuff, but it kept me busy for a while.
All right, well, very good. That was Larry. He's in Rockville. Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. He is in Rockville. Great signal as always. What south? Excuse me, can't speak. South.
Hey, Paul, Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike Tom, about a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, we have really good conditions between you and Mount Juliet today.
Oh man, yeah, we've got great conditions. I was better than S9 down here, and that's a long haul.
Oh yeah, no, it's you could tell conditions were great because he really did in there, and there wasn't always, but he was like he was next door to me working off a 50 watt.
Yep, excellent conditions. Sure glad to see that. And hello to my neighbor Larry. He owes me another S meter. Nothing much here. We got to see a daughter and grandbaby today, grandson. Time with them. Otherwise, a pretty relaxing, slow day. Man, it was sure nice outside too. After those bad storms. Nothing much else to report here. Just say good evening to everyone in the group. K4PEW 410.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Can you imagine if you have this nice weather and next week it plops about 4 inches of snow on us?
I hope not. I don't think they're calling for that, but I think some rain's coming, maybe starting tomorrow night and on through the weekend.
Well, we always complain about the rain, but we can't live without it. Anyway, that's Tom. He's in Rockville. Kilo Mike 4 Tango.
Hey, K4GSA with a comment.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Got Tom, for his records,
Did you hear that, Tom?
I heard that. Who was that?
That was Clarksville, Michael.
Wow, yeah, we've got a connection. Clarksville is about 65 miles from me, so 10 over is the same here too. So that's amazing.
So Tom in Rockville, who's about 25, 30 miles south of me, he's on a 70-foot tower with that Diamond 700 on top of that. So, and he's got. You're not using an amp, Tom?
No, just straight radio. ICOM 9700 100-watt output. The Diamond is up on, there's about 10 feet of mast coming up above my tower. So the bottom of the Diamond's about 80 feet.
Again, you heard it's 100 watts, so everybody else got 50. Just remember that.
Well, I can turn on the other night on the 5-watt night. It was amazing what we can do with 5 watts.
Oh yeah, well, I guess you hadn't experienced that before, had you?
Pretty rarely. I usually keep it at full output because of the changing conditions, and I just start off big, way down if I need to.
Well, I mean, worked it on this net is what I mean.
I work 5. I think may have done that one time before, I think. That may be the second time.
Oh, that was before the tower.
I think it was, and I don't think he hardly heard me.
Maybe not. But that's where look. That's where we're all headed to the.
Well, I recommend anyone that has the means, the motive, and the opportunity, and a wonderful and all that going on to knock it out and enjoy your hobby, man. We're not on this whole planet Earth a long time, so you might as well enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, I got it. No, it's a great hobby, and if you got the money, it's even greater. You get a great antenna and a good location. Imagine if that tower on my property. Anyway, that was Tom again. Kilo Mike 4 Tango Mike. Who else is Sal? Anybody else, Sal?
W4Y.
Hello, Mike. How are you?
Okay, are you hearing me okay?
Yeah, I'm hearing you great.
All right, I got theme modification 3.2 TAC 5.
Yeah, you're doing about 20, a little about 30 something over 9.
Yeah, we're between me and you, we're just straight across the lake there.
Pretty much, yeah, but you never know. Well, good conditions tonight too, as you just heard. We've got some wonderful 2-meter conditions anyway.
Well, I didn't hear him. I didn't hear Clarksville.
Were you pointing in that direction?
It's just kind of hanging. I can't name it.
Okay. Well, as you know where he'd be. More, I think, to your northwest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I'm just checking in there with you, Paul. Wanted to give you your why.
Yeah, well, very good. I was just looking on the map here. Yeah, it'd be definitely a northwest from your little steeper than yours, but northwest out of Antioch is where you'd be.
Yeah, I haven't tested this other than talking to you, so it may be pretty directional. I don't know.
Now, which end that is? You said that was a beam, right?
Yeah, it's modification. It's the started out with the phased antennas, and they didn't work out.
Yeah, no, I got it. But even so, that's how many element Yagi is that you're using?
It's home brewed pretty much, but it's pretty much like 15 elements altogether.
Yeah, well, homebrew, if you did the measurements, even close to approximations, got a pretty good gain.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm hearing and listening to the north pretty good.
And it is Antioch, correct? My memory is correct on that.
You always get me confused with Antioch. No, I'm Laverne, but it's the same.
Well, yeah, there you go. You don't want to be in Antioch anyway.
Yeah, I'm telling you, from Nashville to Murfreesboro, we're all the same people.
No, it just seems that way. You're right. It's one stream of going from, you have to go by the airport area, you're in the Antioch, and then the Laverne, and then into Smyrna, and then the Murfreesboro. It's an interesting path, really, right down 24.
Oh yeah, it's not when I moved out here. I moved out here back in 87, 85, 86, something like that. But it's not.
Considered a settler.
I was.
Very good. That's Mike and Laverne, Whiskey Oscar 4 Yankee, with his homebrew Yagi, which works real well. Who else is south? South or east? Got nobody in the east?
Get out for us, Abby.
Hey, Richard, you doing okay?
Doing fine. My work week is done, and I'm happy as a lark.
Oh yeah, yeah. Having days off. It's funny how when you're retired you get days off, and it doesn't matter. But when you're working and you get a couple, 3 days, this is heaven.
Yeah, I don't have to go back to work on Monday, and I'll be off Christmas and all that good stuff too.
Do the shops pretty much slow down at that point?
Depends on the shop. A lot of them won't work next Friday and the weekend. Some of them will take off Wednesday and be gone the rest of the week. It just depends on the owner and what they want to do. It varies.
Yeah, I just wondered if there was something very common about that. But you're right, all these independent shops, but all that different, well, depends on how much money they need or want.
Right. Now, Firestone, on the other hand, will be off, I think, next, whatever Christmas Day is, they'll have off. But the rest of the time, they'll be open just as per usual.
Yeah, pagans.
I guess, slave drivers or something.
No, I'm just kidding. No, like I said, you're not too much younger than me, and the fact is, it used to be on Sundays you couldn't buy nothing but gas, and on holidays you couldn't buy anything usually.
Exactly.
If you didn't have it, you weren't going to get it till the next day they opened. Really, it's kind of funny now that I think about it, because you couldn't get groceries. In fact, well, we didn't have many convenience stores back when I was a kid. All of our convenience stores were houses they converted into a convenience store.
Yeah. I mean, the old joke is to have a good time on the 4th, 5th, 5th on the 3rd, because there wasn't going to be nothing open on the 4th, or Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve a lot of times. But there are people that just don't know how to close a store. There's one convenience store here in Lebanon that never closes. It's open 365 days a year.
Man, that's the hardest working man in the convenience business.
People pretty hard because usually there's not any more than 2 people in the store, and they're all responsible for stocking and cleaning and doing whatever has to be done.
Wow. All right, very good. We're checking in Stephanie as well.
Oh, absolutely. She's under the weather at the moment, but she's present and accounted for.
All right, I hope she feels better. That was Richard and Stephanie, KI4SIB and KI4 Sierra Oscar Romeo in just west of Lebanon. Who else is east?
KB4 SFM.
Tom, you doing okay?
Doing pretty good for a man my age. And yeah, I'm off for the rest of the year.
Oh, I don't think it's true though, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be working if the XYL says you're working.
Yeah, she says work, I work.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if you don't get supper, and you will suffer.
All right. Well, listen, Merry Christmas to you and everyone on the net. KB4 SFM.
All right, very good. For Sierra Foxtrot November. Who else is east? I think I had a dog interference because of the conditions. How you doing, Earl?
Oh, pretty well. Just hanging in, hanging out. Just thought I'd say howdy, howdy out there, and wish everyone a festive holiday season.
Oh yeah, that's when everybody spends all their hard-earned money.
Yeah, it's like you said.
So everything going well for you there, Earl?
Yeah, for the most part. Just doing a little bit of what's that word study to increase my or decrease my whatever. Seems like the more I learn to find out or try to find out, not so intelligent that I think I am sometimes.
Oh yeah, believe me, I know. I used to be quality for spelling, but I used to spell pretty well, and because I had I did a lot of fairly good vocabulary. So I learned to spell as well, and it helps if you're doing a lot of reading. Well, I found out as I'm growing older, my spelling ain't worth crap.
Yeah, I'm finding that out myself too, and things just don't sink in as they used to. Find myself doing the
understand. I do a lot of spell checking when I'm things wrong a lot. A lot more than I used to.
Yeah, there you go. It's hard to dictionary if you can't spell it. But anyway, I'll let it go at that. We'll catch you later, Paul. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Earl. Yeah, we were talking the other day about that guy that was on PBS who did the paintings. And somebody said, "What's his name? You remember his name?" I said, "No, I don't remember his name." So I said, "Well, let me look it up." And I was trying to think, how would I look that guy up? And so I put in the search engine. So the internet is awesome. It even fills in the blank when you don't even know what the heck you're talking about. Anyway, who else is south or east?
CE4TWI.
Mr. West.
Everything's good here in the east. A little bit of enhancement, I think. Not here at the Clarksville station, but that's not surprising.
No, there'd be a little bit of a stretch where you are, but I had like, like I said, he was bumping around S7, S8, and he sounded really like he was in, right here in Mount Juliet with me.
All right, everything's good out here. Just enjoying the net. Stand about KE4TW.
West, near Watertown, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Who else is east?
Hey, Paul. That fella in Clarksville fluctuating on me a bunch. I mean, he came in here like gangbusters at first, and all of a sudden I got to points in time where I couldn't hear him at all, but it was up and down like a yo-yo.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that going on too when he was.
Yeah, boy, but carry on. Thank you, KI, for us.
Yeah, he's doing a real indoor antenna.
He's got an indoor antenna.
That's affirmative. Quad beam, I think a 4-element quad beam. I have to look again, but I keep forgetting how many elements it has. In his ad, he's got one of those big, tall, big attic pointed towards us.
Holy cow. Well, can you imagine putting that same antenna outside on about 30 foot?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, he's got a 2-story house with an attic, and that's probably. And there's no way we'd hear him if he was in Clarksville down by the river, because the elevation up there is like what it is, but it's under 500 feet. So he'd be doing terrible. But he's up higher elevation, northeast a little bit of Clarksville.
That explains a good bit. All right, carry on. Thank you, KI, for your SIB.
But even so, it's still a stretch being an indoor antenna. So he's in. I think I'm gonna get the design he used, and we're gonna sell that as a MJ, the 146.415 antenna on special order only. Very good. Who else is east?
WB4YOV.
1 second there, YLV. There was somebody else in there that looked like somebody were farther away. Who was it? Oh, very good, Rich. I thought it was you, but I didn't hear. All I heard was part of your voice, and I was pretty sure it was you. How you doing, Rich? I'm sorry. Say that again. You're really rough copy tonight. Got nothing from Hartsville at the moment there, Rich. Just try it again. Man, all of a sudden they went to nothing. All I'm hearing is static, like you're breaking the squelch. So we're not doing too good from the northeast tonight, from Hartsville. Well, I heard some of that, and I appreciate you trying in there. Let's hope the conditions are better next time. That's Rich in Hartsville, Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Foxtrot Tango. Given that the old college, he normally comes in better than that. So conditions to the northeast aren't too good, although they were great to the northwest. Whiskey Bravo, Victor, how you doing tonight?
Oh, doing fine, doing fine. Yeah, I don't have much of a setup myself. I need to get something better antenna, but watch my money. I was going to throw a comment. I noticed the other day there's a new ham, I'm not sure if you do around here, but a guy down the road here on Hickory Ridge has got a new tower up. I saw the HF antenna. I didn't know if you know anything about that guy or not, but maybe try to find out who it is. Maybe leave a QSL card on his mailbox or something.
Where is he located?
He's on East Division. Excuse me, Hickory Ridge.
Yeah, I've not seen that. My wife doesn't. My leash doesn't get extended very far these days.
Yeah, he doesn't have real high, it's not a real tall tower, but it's an HFB. But not much going on here. I'm gonna cut in and cut out real quick. I'm tired, so I can go to bed. I just want to say hello to everybody.
Yeah, very good, Clyde. That's Clyde here in Mount Juliet. Whiskey Bravo 4 Yankee Lima Victor. Who else is east? Pulling up to the north then. Please come now.
KB9RKK.
Hello, Frank. You doing okay?
Yeah, doing all right. A little tired today, but doing good.
Yeah, some of that comes with age. Hate to tell you.
Yeah, it's getting. I can feel it.
Well, that was one of the reasons in the last, I don't know how long it is now, 6 months, a year, I've been cutting back on my food intake so I can lose weight because I get a lot tired more quickly if I got to drag a lot of weight around.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. But yeah, no, it's going to bed. I think is important too. I know back when I used to work second shift, and for many years, and then I switched around. I had a problem with it, and it was really bad.
Yeah, no, having short schedules and not getting enough sleep is actually an easy way to make yourself sick too, or at least feeling really bad. Put it that way.
Yep. And I don't know how I used to do it. Back in the military and everything, I used to be able to function on a few hours of sleep. Man, I cannot do that anymore.
No, I was thinking the same thing recently. I said, man, this wasn't that hard getting out of bed when I was 20.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you were a kid and fell on the ground, it didn't hurt. Now it's like, oh, how do I get back up?
Yeah, now it's like timber.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had a little accident, so I had screws in my knee. But yeah, no, it hurts now. Now there's pain that goes along with it.
Yeah, well, getting all old isn't for the weak, right?
No. But hey, there's a lot of people out there that I hope I can even make it to their age, So, but anyway, thanks for doing that, and I got nothing else. KB9RKK.
Very good. That's Frank. He's here in the northwest corner of Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Anybody else north?
WB0NOO, Mark in Northwest Wilson, down the street from Frank.
Hey, very good. How are you doing there, Mark?
Doing well. All these people are tired. It's like I remember those days when I had a job.
I don't know. Having a job it's nice to look back on, but at the same time, it has a great deal of satisfaction when you do a good day's work or you get a lot accomplished that you wanted to and you made customers happy. It was a good day.
Young people, though.
Oh yeah, I'm not suggesting I want to. Every once in a while, I've toyed with that idea. Not so much now. I did it a couple of years after I retired, and I thought, yeah, I could go back in, work part time, and I think I have some skills that can be usable. And then I realized I don't think I want to get up at early in the morning and work all day either.
Yep. All right. Well, carry on. That sounds good. Everybody sounds good tonight.
Yeah, good conditions. That's Mark in Northwest Wilson County. Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar. Who else is north or anywhere?
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Michael.
Paul, I hear they're looking for cart wranglers at
Don't you have to have a permit for that? I'll open up the news. There's a shooting at a Walmart somewhere in the United States. It's dangerous there.
I believe you're probably right.
No, I just think it's due to there's a lot of, I don't know how much Walmart stores there are, but obviously the law averages are going to work out that when you got that many people congregating in that many of the same store, you're going to have.
No doubt about it.
Well, very good. Yeah, it's too bad they don't sell guns and ammo.
I know it.
I think they quit selling. I never looked. I think they quit selling guns or pistols anyway.
Yeah, I don't any firearms anymore or ammunition either.
I never thought of Walmart as the first location to go buy weapons.
There is that.
Very good. That's Mike over there. Just asking for clarification, or just adding things there. Who else? Anybody else? Anywhere? Any place? North, south, east, or west? Ships at sea and dirigibles in the air. Hey, Hayes. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of enjoying the weather. I to Richard's comment, and I thought the same thing about that guy from Clarksville. He sounded like DX.
Oh, kind of great. And like I said, his attic is his antenna is an attic.
Yeah, but he was like fade. I mean, that's what it sounded like. He was coming in from, something from the sky. That's what it kind of sounded like to me, but still pretty good.
Oh no, it did very well. Hey, do me a favor. I know your call ends in HT. Forgive me for not remembering the call, but is it before Hotel Tango?
No, it's November 8th. November 8th, November Hotel Tango. And I got that call 30 years ago. It wasn't a vanity or anything. It was just a standard issue when I upgraded to technician from novice.
It's a nice call. I mean, out of the blue. I mean, I would almost think that HT was your initials.
I used to say, hey, no handy talkie when I didn't have a handy talkie. But, I have one now, so I got to think of something for it. But I've had that call too long to change it. The only thing that confuses people is the 8. Usually I'm from Ohio.
Oh yeah, I'd leave it. I don't think I'd change it if you've had it that long. Why change now?
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I don't need any fancy call or anything, so it works pretty good. But yeah, I made an HT.
It is November 8th HT, right?
Yeah, that's correct. It is an 8. Yeah, I'm Akron area, so I got licensed back in Ohio when I was a teenager, actually, and then from there, ever since then.
All right, I'm messed up now because I just looked it up. In November 8th, Hotel Tango. Did you move here from Grand Rapids or something?
No, November Hotel Tango. I'm not an extra. N8 NHT. It's a 1x3.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, how did I use? Didn't make any sense to me because I know I'd looked you up before. But November 8th HT is a fella.
Yeah, that's 8 land. I think it's just Ohio and Michigan. And I don't know. That's where 8 land is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't think anybody really at this point. Now we've had, but it's got to be almost 20 years that they didn't matter where your call was because they used to make you change your call if you moved to another location. But that is confusing. Well, I lived in Florida for a long time, so there's all kinds of calls. I mean, calls from all over the country who are down there, or they move down there and don't bother. They're not going to change after having calls for 30 or 40 years. So I got used to hearing different calls from all.
Yeah, I bet it would be like that down there. I know I'm almost certain it's been over 30 years since you had to change your car when you moved. Because when I got licensed, it was already that way. That must have been licensed in '89 or '90, and it was already that way.
Okay, I didn't remember when it changed because it was before I got a license. Well, it was that, like I said, it was that way when I got licensed in 2005. Anyway, that's Hayes here in Mount Juliet, November 8th, Tango. Yeah, a new HT, that's what it stands for. Or no HT, if you don't have one. Anyway, Hayes. Who else is east or west or north or anywhere? Got nothing? No ships at sea? No hikers in the mountains?
AC9 I am.
How are you doing?
Oh, hanging in there. Yeah, slowly getting over this respiratory stuff. Are we on 5 watts today or no?
What's here?
Oh, I have to ask. Hey, did you know that at the same time those tornadoes were going through Mayfield, Kentucky at the same time?
No, I didn't. Where was it?
I tell you what, I'll send you the article. A lot of stuff people not all of it.
Well, the earthquake didn't kill as many people, probably.
In a weather modification program. So, yeah, I'll send you the link. It's pretty interesting. So, and I'll just send you something there also. AC9AM.
Yeah, very good. That's Steve in Scottsville, Kentucky. Alpha Charlie 9, India Mike. Good signal. East, the northeast isn't holding up as well as it was over to the northwest up to Clarksville earlier. Anybody else? Where?
KO for TTX. John about Juliet.
Hey, John, how are you?
Doing well, Paul. I actually made my first contact on 10 meters today. It had been demystified. It was a mystery for me, but demystified now. I actually made a contact, so I'm on my way.
John, I think I wrote your call down wrong. What is your call?
K Oscar 4 Tango Golf X-ray.
I get that. It's probably the third or fourth time I've written that down wrong. Sorry about that. So that was your first contact on 10 meters, was it?
Yeah, for the longest time, it 10 but finally got a contact from British Columbia today.
Awesome. I heard one of the other hams. I think it was early. He had made a contact in Mexico as well as he said that Canada was open on 10 meters.
I don't know why 10 meters is such a mystery, but I can't make contacts. They say you can, but haven't had any luck yet, so I'm still working on it.
Oh no, it can be. What are you using on 10 meters?
It's a vertical ground mount.
Okay, well it depends on how far. I mean, there's people down in Smyrna that have 10-meter verticals. They can't hear me, and I can't hear them, and I'm vertical as well. So you'd think it's not that far. And I don't know how far you are from me, but sometimes 10 meters is rough because of the terrain issues trying to do ground. And as far as DX wise, 10 meters can be dead. It's complete. You can't get out of the state, And but there's other times you can work all the way across the country.
3 weeks, and I haven't got much of anything, but today I finally broke the.
You do. One is on ARRL on the mailing list. Are you an ARRL member?
I'm on the mailing list.
Okay, so you get that 10-meter report that they send out, the 10-meter propagation report.
Yeah, you use the QRZ website to pull data, real-time data, but do you have anything else that you use?
No, I don't. Although that, I'll think of the right name in a second. Porter does a pretty good job. I don't know if you've seen that on the web. PSK, Papa Sierra Kilo Reporter. I think it's all one word. I think it's .com, but it'll come up. You put in PSK Reporter, and it actually shows. It doesn't show propagation directly. It's who's contacts on what bands, and and where they're coming to and from.
very useful for me.
Give that a look because it gives K Reporter shows it in several modes, whether they're digital modes or whether they're CW or whether it's. I'm pretty sure they include voice in there, but it can be very helpful to understand who's getting through to where. PSK Reporter, just like a news reporter. PSK Reporter.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Richard.
Did I tell you I talked to Barcelona, Spain the other night?
Is this when you were sleeping?
Oh, I did this little 100 watts in the wire, and I actually talked to Barcelona, Spain. I was amazed myself. The United States.
Yeah, I think you did mention that. That is good. It's a good feeling. But the more you can get on the air, the more good fortune you run across. It's just because you never really know when you're calling CQ where your signal is landing. In Barcelona, as it could over in Moscow, you know.
This is true. All right, carry on. I just wanted to make that comment. Okay, for SFB.
Yeah, did you tell him que pasa?
Vámonos.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, that was John. Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Golf X-Ray. I forgot where he is. I think he's here.
Yeah, Mount Juliet, South Mount Juliet.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Kilo Oscar 4, Tango Golf X-Ray, South Mount Juliet. That was John. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere?
Kilo 4,
Oh, I don't know if it's a double or a triple. I think I heard a Kilo Oscar, but say it again.
KO 4 DFA in Hermitage.
Hey, there you are, John. You doing okay?
Doing good, just leaving the game. Brought my radio with me in my truck this time.
Oh yeah, it's not quite late. We were just wrapping it up, kind of looking for the lollygaggers and those people. Very good. See, you miss all the fun of the first hour.
I know, but I was busy. We net from Wednesday to another day because I'm busy between like 6 and 9.
What game is that you're talking?
I'm a Dungeons and Dragons. I'm one of those guys that played that. Started when I was 12 or something like that, and didn't have enough friends. Over here at the Gamekeep in Hermitage, they've got a Wednesday night game. You just show up, and I've been playing with the same group for the last couple months.
So you're doing that internally rather than going over the web to somewhere?
Yeah, we all show up.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, very good. That's John. Mobile, normally in Hermitage. That's Kilo Oscar 4. I hear Charles.
KG4S checking in.
Hey, very good. I heard you in there. Are you stationary or mobile tonight?
I'm mobile, but I'm stationary at work on my lunch break over here on road.
Yeah, very good. You got a good signal.
Alrighty. There was a good band opening last night.
Yeah, there's a good band opening today as well. I don't know if you heard it earlier, but the Clarksville was coming in here like gangbusters here earlier in the hour.
And I was keying up that 8.8 repeater in Southern Illinois with 25 watts.
Wow, that is good conditions. You're right. So you got your antenna pretty much stabilized up in the air now?
Yeah, I want it higher than that, but it's a good bit up there, up the tree, and it's definitely not coming down. It withstood the winds the other night.
Oh, great. Glad to hear it. Anything else for the net?
Everybody have a good Merry Christmas coming up, and don't really have that much. Just getting the swing of things. It's just a new job.
Very good. I hope the job's working out for you, Charles. That's Kilo Golf 4, Sierra, Foxtrot. Who else? Late check-ins, please come in.
Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Mobile.
On the way home again, Greg.
Yeah, just stepped in the car. Well,
Awesome. Everything going all right for you?
Doing good. Busy day, but it's over.
You work retail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this time of year is not a good time.
Yeah.
Tell me, is it true? I mean, do you really until like December?
I'm saying probably the make or break. I mean, for the owner, that's what's going to make or break them. I would think.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's true. A lot of people don't realize how tough it is to be in business and be profitable all the time.
Yeah, we're fortunate to be doing it as well as we times are. So.
Well, glad to hear it. Like I said, it's a lot of people who've never owned their business or had to go out like I did, like and among lots of others. But you go out and you're selling the services of whatever you're selling, and you don't have a choice but to be successful. Because if you're not, you die. Well, at least financially, you die.
Yeah, I've heard the percentages of failed businesses, but I don't remember right now.
Oh yeah. Well, again, it's really business is tough. It's tough all the time. Even in good times, it's tough because you still have to, managing people and managing all of the inventory and managing whatever you got to manage. It's a lot of work. Most people don't give it a second thought.
Yeah, it's a different, that's for sure. But like we've been talking about nowadays, the staffing is one of the big issues.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how bad it is. You told me, and I still find it hard to imagine how bad it is at the entry level jobs. Work. That was Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Good to have you in there, Greg. Glad you can make it. Anybody else? Please come down. Are we on the last one? Anybody, any place? Please come down before we move over to 10 meters.
Kilo 2 Alpha Delta Whiskey.
Okay, I don't think I know that call. Kilo 2 Delta Whiskey. What's the first name there?
It was Kilo 2 Alpha Delta Whiskey. And here's Alan. Alpha November. Good evening.
Yeah, Alan, where are you located?
Here in the beautiful city of Gallatin.
Ah, very good. I don't think you've checked in.
No, I just caught it, put the radio on scan and caught you guys just a few minutes ago. So I figured I'd check in before it was too late.
Oh, it's never too late. There's always somebody, well, almost always somebody here on this frequency. But we've been doing this our 8th year, Alan, as we finished off our 7th year in September, doing this twice a week.
Wow, that's awesome. That's really fantastic. Doing a Simplex that's good. I know they're pretty popular around here, but yeah, that's great. I like to see that.
Well, yeah, we do it. We're probably, I think we're still the only one who does it twice a week. And like I've said many times over the years, that we're the only net that I'm aware of that gives hams 2 opportunities a week to miss the net.
There you go. Yeah, I don't think this is the first one I've caught all week. Just had something going on every night, it seems. So it's a busy time of year.
Well, you're always welcome, Alan. You can go to our, if you go over groups.io, you can see our net schedule there, because we also do 10 meters and 2 meters upper side band and 6 meters upper side band, and that 10 meters was upper side band. And sometimes we do 5 watts on 2 meters. We also sometimes do a 70 centimeter net. We mix it up so it makes it a little more fun.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Definitely have to check that out.
But if you go to groups.io, which you probably are familiar with, you can just do a search for MJSS, which stands for Mount Juliet Simplex Society, and it's got the net schedule there.
Okay, that sounds great. Definitely check that out.
All right, very good, Alan. I appreciate you checking in. That was Kilo 2 Alpha Delta Whiskey, and he's in Gallatin. First time check-in. That's wonderful. We've had a lot. We have about 178 or something people on the email list, which is huge for a club, and it is an ARRL club, but we don't have any formal meetings. I forget who the officers of the club are. I know we have stated charter and bylaws, but since we don't pay much attention to that because we don't have any dues, we don't have any clubhouse, we're like a club with no rules, because you can't even, the only way you can quit is to not check in.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. All right. Well, thanks for running the net. And, thanks for listening. And you have yourself a Merry Christmas if I don't check in again before then. 73 K2ADW.
Yeah, very good. That's Allen and Gallatin. Kilo 2 Alpha Delta Whiskey. Good signal, by the way. Anybody else lay chickens? Please come down. Well, very good. We're going to move over to 10 meters upper sideband, 28.415, unless somebody complains in the next 12 seconds or so. All right, I'm moving over 28.415 upper sideband. Be there in a minute. All righty, this is Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Looking for check-ins from the west. Please come now.
KM4YRF, Mike in Belshire.
You sound great tonight, Michael. That's Michael, KM4YRF in the Belshire. Who else is where was I? West already.
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
Good signal as well there, Jack. That's Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Got you in there, Jeff. A little light on there, but not a little light. You're a little light on signal tonight, but I do hear. Anybody else west? Please come down. Down to the south. Anybody south? Please come down. They said the south rise again. Come on, no south, then we'll go to the east. And we're not either getting out or everybody forgot. It was west, south, or east. Please come down. Well, up to the north.
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo.
You want to check in 3 or 4 times so we get the numbers up here, Frank?
All right, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo.
All righty. Yeah, you sound good. I think you'll be able to copy everybody who's checked in so far pretty well.
On the 2 meters, I did.
Yeah, no. How did you hear? Did you hear Jeff at all? Because his signal was pretty light tonight.
Actually.
Was it a good signal or was it slim?
For me, it was good, because it's never great. And usually Chris and are the best ones, and then I can usually hear Jack and Donaldson pretty good, but everybody else is iffy.
Okay, I got you. Well, anyway, let's keep moving on here. That was Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo, and that's Frank here in northwest Mount Juliet. Anybody else north, south, east, or west? Anybody north, south, east, or west? Anybody hear anything north, south, east, or west? Man, this got to be slim. There must be a boycott going on here. There was only 5 people tonight. That's unusual. Anybody anywhere? Ohio, Michigan, Georgia?
Hey, we didn't hear Richard tonight.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. We didn't. We usually, he's pretty slim on here, but I usually hear him.
I usually hear them barely, but I got my headset on, but I'm not hearing them.
I don't hear your brother either, but he may be indisposed there, Michael.
Yeah, he's probably forgot.
Well, and then he gets a pass.
Yeah, I think you got that fluorescent lights on again, ain't it?
No, it isn't on tonight. I turned it off because I remembered that as we went on the air.
Okay, I'm still hearing something in your signal.
Hold on one second. Let me do something. Hold on a little more.
on.
All right, hold on. How about now?
I didn't hear it.
All right, I'll just do a cue down here for a second. But there's in the room adjacent to me, and it's a good 20 feet away. There's one of those little circle line, I think that's what they used to call them, those fluorescent fixtures over the sink. That's what was on, the fluorescent fixture over the sink 20 feet from me.
Yeah, it's weird. It's back on again.
Oh, is that right? Well, hold on.
Michael, you hearing it? I'm not hearing it.
How about now? K4PEW. K4PEW.
Okay, it's only on your dead key. Like, well, even though you're not on AM, you know what I'm saying? When you're not talking, as soon as you're talking, it goes away.
Oh, that's wild. Can't imagine what that's all about. All right, well, very good. Let's anybody else checking in on 10 meters for a critique of my audio? No, is there anybody checking in? Please come now.
Hello?
Oh, what are you on the slow track here tonight there, Mark?
Well, I've been sitting here patient and I realized I was about 500 kg off.
Okay, that's why. I tell you, that's why I thought there was a boycott tonight because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah, very good. You hear anything odd on my audio tonight? Is there any hash in there when I'm talking or not talking?
You know, I'm not really noticing anything over here.
Okay, I'm just curious because Frank was noticing it, and he has a pretty good reception between him and me, so I don't know what's going on there, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard Frank talking about it, but I'm not really hearing anything. And Frank and I are, what, a mile apart maybe?
Man, it doesn't really matter distances, you know. You could have different conditions next door to each other, probably.
I'm not hearing it either, Paul.
Most of us are having hearing difficulties at this age.
Huh?
What? All right, I'm going to close the net. We had a grand total 6. I'm going to lie and say we had 16, so nobody say nothing because the people who aren't here aren't going to know the difference. No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I take up YouTube's valuable time here. This is K4PW. Appreciate everybody who checked in. Have a good night, and we are K4PW.
All right, everyone. Hey,